What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? Welcome to another installment of the Nbs Show. What does Nbs stand for? I had somebody ask me that. We're not doing that. Look how we had somebody ask me nothing but sports, baby. The Nbs Show. Your boy Trex, the sports junkie. Keo, don't start your stuff early tonight. Don't do that. Man, you wilding right now. Already out the gate? That first thing? Oh, it's on it now. It's on and popping. But of course, I'm your host, Trex, the sports junkie. I got the homie in the building. What up, man?
Yo, what's good, man? Busy week. A lot of stuff to discuss this week. Hopefully everybody had a great Halloween. But I'm looking forward to November and tonight's show. Let's rock.
Yeah, man, we in November. My B-Day month. Shout out to all the Scorpios out there. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but on Thursday we gonna turn up. This weekend we gonna turn up. Hopefully LSU could pull a monumental upset. And don't start Q. Look at that. What? I'm getting kind of, man, what are we doing already? From Q, man, what we doing, man? But my birthday is on Thursday. Holla at your boy. We're gonna have a good time this weekend. So yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Q, what up?
All right, man. We're gonna talk about some sports that's going on. We got a lot to talk about. The I think game what is it? Game 6 of the World Series
Game
is
6.
in progress right now. Um Braves are up 3-2. They could finish off the series today. I'm not sure what the score is right now. Um then we also got gonna talk some boxing. Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Caleb Plant. The college football. We got some stuff to talk about college football, but we're gonna kick things off in the NFL. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is our Power Five rankings for this week.
Okay, so first and foremost, the Braves are up 3-0 right now. In the top of the
Oh,
fifth. So they may close it out in Houston tonight. I'm a little
might
shocked because I thought it was going to
it
go to
might
game
be
7.
it might look like 1999 again.
Don't do that. We're not doing that. Man, we're not doing that. But okay, Power 5 rankings goes as such. I'm going to start out the gate where it's going to be people going to raise an eyebrow what I'm about to say. But I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5. Yes, I know. You don't have to remind me. I know they lost to my Saints this past week. But nonetheless, man, they still have to go that quarterback, man. And if I'm being honest, I think they're one of the better teams in the NFL. So I got the Bucks at 5. I think they'll shake back. They'll be okay. Maybe they overlooked the Saints. I don't know what it was, but nonetheless, I do have the Bucks at 5. I think they're still one of the best teams. Coming in number 4, Keo. Don't get all excited, but just accept what I'm about to say. I got the Cowboys at 4. They're in the top 5. They won with Cooper Rush. I give them a lot of credit for that. A lot of credit. They be the team that I think is going to be a playoff team when it's all said and done in Minnesota. And they did it with their backup quarterback, so salute to them. Coming in number 3, I got the Cardinals. The Cardinals, man, they lost a tough nail biter to the Green Bay Packers in Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins was out. He got hurt in the game. I understand that. But Devontae Adams didn't even play. And the Packers got the dub. Adam Lazard didn't even play. So at the end of the day, they were out the top 2 wide receivers. So I got the Cardinals at 3. At 2, I got the Green Bay Packers getting that big win versus an undefeated team like Arizona. I gotta show love to the Packers. But number 1, and we're gonna talk about them in a second. Everybody laughed at me when I said Matthew Stafford was a big time signing this offseason, trade piece for that team. I got the LA Rams. There's levels. Look at where the Lions are now with no Matthew Stafford. Look where the Rams are with Matthew Stafford. And the only thing that really switched was Jerry Goff and Matthew Stafford. The Lions haven't won a game without Matthew Stafford. So I got the Rams as my number one team on my power rankings, and the rich got richer. We'll talk about that in a second.
Number five for me, I am going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at five. I don't know, something with the Saints gives them a bad matchup. Um, they're just a bad matchup when it comes to the Saints. So I got them at five. Number four for me, I'm rolling with the Arizona Cardinals at
Wow.
number
Okay.
four.
Okay.
Number three for me, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers at
Ooh.
number three with a
Here we
huge
go.
win, man.
Let's start the
We got to
craziness.
give them some credit. Number two for me, I got the LA Ram. Nah, I'm just kidding,
Oh,
man. Number two for me, I gotta keep it real. I do got the Dallas Cowboys. I think it was really impressive what they did with Cooper Rush. A lot of people picked the Cowboys to lose this game, including people on the NBS panel. They had the Cowboys losing it. Cowboys were underdogs in this game, but they proved that they are not that team that we've seen the past couple of seasons, and the Cowboys continue to win, man. So shout out to them. And number one for me is clearly the LA Rams, man. They've looking really good. Matthew Stafford, people thought I was crazy when I said Matthew Stafford's an MVP candidate. Oh yeah, they talking about him now. And then they also made a huge splash getting Von Miller. We're about to get to that in our next topic. So that's my Power Five rankings, man. I think it's pretty much the same, but I just got the Dallas Cowboys just a little bit higher in this one. Okay, so
okay,
that
man. If real quick, if y'all can share the broadcast, man, we definitely appreciate everybody. Share the show, man. You don't have to always agree with us, but look, hear our insight, hear our thoughts and what we think. And you're always more than welcome to come on.
all right. Yeah, exactly. All right. So that leads us to our next topic since we are talking about the Rams. The Rams make a huge splash this past week by trading to get Von Miller, man, the longtime Denver Broncos. He is now an LA Ram. So, man, what does this mean for the Rams, man? Like, is the NFC theirs, man? What's going on?
Well, first and foremost, Kill, there was one person on this MBS brand. Shout out to my boy Antonio. I know he had the same team winning the Super Bowl, but he didn't have him win the division. And when they got Matthew Stafford, I said, even without Cam Akers, I have the Rams not only getting to the Super Bowl, but winning the Super Bowl. I just like the acquisition of Matthew Stafford. I thought he was a big time talent in Detroit. He didn't have the weapons. He didn't have the coaching that he needed. Now he has the weapons. He has the coaching. He has the defense that he needs. And now you throw in Von Miller. Does Von Miller make him a little bit better? I think so, of course, when you could mix in that pass rush with what they have already. But at the end of the day, I had them winning the Super Bowl regardless. So, of course, I think they get a little bit better. But nonetheless, it doesn't shock me, that a lot of people are changing their pick to them being the front runner now. To me, they were a front runner to begin the season with.
Um, I think this is a clear for them for the Rams, man. This is a huge splash for them. They get somebody in the front seven to go along with Aaron Donald, man, and it just makes them whoever their opponent is and whoever the quarterback is just makes it really tough on them, man. You talk about their defense, man. I mean, their offense is already as good as it is. Imagine how their offense, how good this team could be if Cam Akers was playing, and then you got Daryl Henderson playing on the, he's playing, he's doing a pretty good job with the running game right now, man. And the Rams are the clear favorites in my opinion right now, man. As much as I hate to say this, the Rams are the favorites right now in the NFC, by getting Von Miller. I mean, they're already good as it is, but now you get Von Miller. This is very huge for them, and I'm surprised no other teams made any moves, man, to counter what the Rams is able to do. Um, shout out to them. But let's go to our next topic, and we're gonna be talking about some injuries
Yeah, man.
occurring. The first thing we're gonna be talking about is your New Orleans Saints. Well, particularly the Saints. Jameis Winston went down, so Trevor Simeon took over as the quarterback. He did a decent job, good enough job to win the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But there's been rumors Phillip Rivers, says, hey, he's open to getting signed with the New Orleans Saints. So, should the Saints go and sign Phillip Rivers?
Man, I'm so torn on this. Let me say this. Man, the Saints, I don't know how I feel about Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is old. He, I'm going to be honest with you. And look, the Chargers got rid of him because they knew he was at the back end of his career. The Colts got rid of him because they, knew that wasn't the answer to what they're trying to push. The Saints are a team that's ready to win right now. I can say that. Should they go out and sign Phillip Rivers, sign Cam Newton? Both would be, I guess, maybe a good possibility. But in all, you got Taysom Hill. He knows the system. You don't have to try to alter anything. You got Trevor Simeon, who looked okay. I'm not going to say looked great. If you want to bring him in to compete, but I just wouldn't hand him the keys to the Lamborghini. I know you might be like, a Lamborghini? Yeah, Camaro. Michael Thomas should be back soon. That's a Lamborghini. Mark Ingram's back. That's a potent offense, man, if they get the right pieces. So I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not as excited as a lot of Saints fans is. I'm not gonna sit here and say Phillip Rivers or Cam Newton's gonna come in and save the New Orleans Saints and they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna go that far. It would be a great story if they did sign one of them. But I'm gonna just turn. There's another guy that they can sign. Look, Kill. Oh,
Who?
can you see what I'm pointing at?
Who?
I have a jersey back here, and we can
Oh,
really shake.
Deshaun Watson?
Nah, we can shake it up. I
Colin
know a lot of people
Kaepernick?
say X you wildin'. He has a new documentary out right now, or a new show on Netflix.
Are you talking about Colin Kaepernick?
Colin Kaepernick. Let's shake up the room. I shook their pride. Shout out to New Jersey Twerk, man. You know what it is, man. Yeah, man. Be Cap, man.
No, they shouldn't
You
get
see, you a
Cap.
hater.
No, it's not Hayden. They shouldn't get Cap. They shouldn't get. Oh, okay, throwback. Okay, I like that. Okay, no, they shouldn't get Cap. They shouldn't get no Cam Newton, no Phillip Rivers. I mean, I do think that Phillip Rivers can be a good signing because Phillip Rivers didn't do so bad, man, last season, man. I mean, his touchdown interception ratio compared to his last season with the Chargers was up. He did lead the Colts to an 11-5 record last season also. So I mean that was impressive, but I do think that I'm a huge support when it comes to Taysom Hill. I think he deserves a chance. Um I think he was in the competition with Jameis Winston. And I think he deserved his shot, man. He led them to a 3-1 record last year as a starter when Drew Brees was out. People thought they were gonna be 1-3, but they end up being 3-1. And the dude, he can play quarterback, man. You talk. People say that they utilize him and sign them for different reasons outside of quarterback, but the dude could play quarterback. He could throw the ball. Come on now, you guys treating him like he's a damn Tim Tebow right now. He ain't no Tim Tebow. He's better than Tim Tebow. And I like Jameis Winston, man. Jameis Winston's I'm not Jameis Winston. I mean Taysom Hill's 3-1 as a starter. He deserves it. And you could say all these things about him. He's only started 4 games. You'll never know until you give him a shot. And one thing about Sean Payton, he's very unorthodox. He likes to do things his way, a certain way. That's why his strategy, the way he does things has worked out through the years. And that's why he's been a successful coach as long as he's been. So I think the quarterback that they have that they need to go after is they already have him. They just need to let them give him the keys and let him start. So I think it's Taysom Hill, man. I think you got to give this guy a shot, man. If they're giving um shout out to him though, if they're giving some guy named Mike White a shot, give Taysom Hill a shot.
And I will say this though, you know, you know how I feel about chemistry. Bringing in Phillip Rivers right now to learn this offense, even if he knows, I know he's a veteran, or Cam Newton on a team that's 5-2, making a push to try to be a playoff team. I think the chemistry would be all off. To your point, Taysom Hill does have chemistry with Traquan Smith and this New Orleans Saints offense. Alvin Kamara, they know each other, so I do think I understand what you're saying. I'm not opposed to having Taysom Hill start, and let's see what we have. If we don't like what we see from Taysom Hill, next year we move on from him and possibly, and it's unfortunate, Jameis Winston. So we'll see, man. Let's see what we have. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, and Taysom Hill, he only didn't play because he was going through the concussion protocol. So I think he should be the starter coming up this week, man. And the Saints are sitting pretty good, man. I mean, somebody here thought they were going to make the playoffs. I knew they were going to make the
Don't
playoffs.
don't don't just say that yet. It's still got a lot of football left to be played. We're not gonna get too far ahead of ourselves.
A lot of football are not just like my fantasy team. We're both gonna make the playoffs.
Oh man.
Woo!
Why,
Let's
Lord? Why?
go, baby. Let's go. It's time. All right, next topic we have. We're gonna talk about another injured player on the team, and that's Derrick Henry, man. So with Derrick Henry being out for a remainder of the year, are the Tennessee Titans done?
They're not done, but as far as you saw with power rankings today, Derrick Henry, the loss of Derrick Henry is monumental. I know they signed Adrian Peterson. We understand that Adrian Peterson's a first ballot Hall of Fame, and nobody's taking that away from him. Could it work? It could possibly work. That's a good offensive line they have there. Good weapons on offense. We know Adrian Peterson has kept his body in shape. We've seen him. Some workouts he's done. If you go on YouTube, you can just Google it. YouTube it, watch the videos. You can even Google it. So we understand what Adrian Peterson brings to the table. But at the end of the day, as great as Adrian Peterson was, today he's not Derrick Henry, and we're not going to act like he is. We're not going to do that. But I do think the Titans, if let's just say somebody said the Titans had a 30% chance of making it to the Super Bowl this year, I think that number goes down to about 15%, 10% without Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has been a monster. He was my front runner for MVP going into this past week. Obviously, he got hurt. He's out for the season possibly. And if that's the case, I will say their percentage definitely goes down, but I'm not gonna say it's a 0% chance. They're not done. They still have a lot of weapons on that team.
Um, okay, so with the Titans, they've been on like a winning streak. I think 4 games. I originally was considering them in my power rankings, but without Derrick Henry, I took them out because this offense goes when Derrick Henry goes. The dude averages over 25 carries a game. Before he got injured, he was leading the league in rushing, man. Um, are they done as far as like Super Bowl contenders? Hell yeah, they are. They ain't going nowhere, baby. But as far as the playoffs, they'll make the playoffs. Their next 2 games, I do have them losing because they have to deal with the Rams Sunday night, which we will be picking, and then they have to deal with the New Orleans Saints also. But their schedule for the rest of the way, they deal with the Texans, the Patriots, the Jaguars. Uh,
Winnable games.
yeah, I think the Steelers could be tricky. Then they end up with their last 2 games against the Dolphins and the Texans. That's easy playoffs when you get 7 teams in there. So I do have the Titans in there, but as far as contenders, I don't think so, man. I just don't think it's enough to contend with the likes of you know, a Baltimore, a Buffalo, yeah, hopefully Kansas City gets it together. And if they do, Kansas City's is still going to be up in the mix. So as of right now, I don't think they're done, but as far as contenders, they are done. I think they'll make the playoffs though. They got a favorable schedule. Ryan Tannehill got to throw the ball like he did last season. As much as he threw the AJ Brown this past weekend, 10 receptions over 120 yards receiving, that's what he needs to do. And then if you could get Julio in the mix as long as he's healthy, I think they'll be fine, man. But I think they're gonna rely on the running game. I mean, I don't think McNichols or AP. They ain't gonna feel AP. I mean, Henry's shoes. So that's where I stand when it comes to the situation with the running backs over there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna move on over to our picks for this week in football, man, in the NFL. So let's start off with the Thursday night's game. Unanimously, NBS Central's Player of the Week, Mike White, will be featured in the Thursday night game.
Mikey.
Jets.
Mikey.
Mike
What
White,
up,
and
Mikey?
I can't believe I'm saying this. Mike White will be leaving the New York Jets against the Indianapolis Colts. Who you
Put
got?
some respect. His new name is the Wizard. Oh,
All of a
Mike the
sudden,
Wizard
all of,
White. What up, baby?
all of a
What a
sudden, you're
performance
giving out
last week,
nicknames.
beating the Bengals. What?
I said all of a sudden you're handing out nicknames right now.
No, don't disrespect the Wizard. Watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth. Should I go with Mike the Wizard White? I can't. The, the Colts are not a bad football team. They started off a little rocky. They did lose this past week to the Titans, but I'm gonna take the Colts. That physical running game with Jonathan Taylor and company. I think it's just a little too much for the Jets. It was a good win versus the Bengals, but unfortunately on this Thursday night, a quick turnaround. I'm gonna go with the Colts in the Thursday night game.
Yeah, I got the Colts too, man. Colts gonna win this game. Michael Pittman Jr. has been playing phenomenal right now. He's looking like a wide receiver one right now.
And I traded him. I
Wentz,
traded
baby.
him.
Wentz is getting back to groove. Good, great momentum right now. They just got to get some wins, man. And I think this is their chance to do it moving forward this season. So I definitely got the Colts. All right, let's go to our next set of games. We got the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
I got the Bengals. I got the Bengals. I think they shake back. I think they're at home. Um, the Browns, they're beat up. Baker Mayfield's shoulder's not A1. Odell Beckham hasn't performed up to his capabilities. We know Nick Chubb has been banged up. We know Kareem Hunt's banged up. I just think all the people that's hurt on that team is hurting that team. And I'm going with the Bengals, man. I know they lost to the Jets, but I think they're gonna be an angry Bengals team. And they know the Browns, division rivals. I'm going with the Bengals in that game. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins and company, Joe Burrow, they get it done.
I'm going with the Browns in this
We
one,
know
man.
you are. You love you some Baker money. What's his name? Money Mayfield.
Money Mayfield, baby. He will be back with a vengeance. And I'm going with the Cleveland Browns to win this game. They got to get this running game going, rely on that defense. Maybe you could throw those short, immediate passes to OBJ and Jarvis Landry. I'm rolling with the Cleveland Browns, baby.
Should I start OBJ this week?
Hey man, if you want to stay in the playoffs in the NBS Fantasy League, it's on you.
Wow, that's not giving me an answer. Yes or no? Do you believe he's gonna have a good game?
Yeah, man. Let's rock,
Wow.
man. All right, next game we got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, so the Ravens are coming off of a bye. I got Minnesota. I think you have to pick an upset every week. I think this is a very mild upset. I think the Vikings are a good team. They haven't always showed that week in and week out. But I do think for whatever reason, I got Minnesota pulling the upset versus the Ravens. The Ravens to me are too one-dimensional. So I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Um, this game I am going with the Ravens at home, coming off from the bye. With you got Lamar over there. Solid defense with Marlon Humphrey and that pass rush. I'm going with the Ravens in this one, man. Ravens will take it. All right, next matchup we got the LA Chargers versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, man, the Chargers going to smoke the Eagles, man. What we doing, man? I know the Chargers have, had a rocky couple of weeks these past 2 weeks.
Hey, man.
I understand that. I get it. But the Eagles, come on, man. They beat up on the Lions this past week. Like, who they beat this past week? A terrible team. I can't even think who it
They
was.
beat the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We're not gonna get too excited about that. Shout out to my boy Hollow the Dime, man. I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm not
Wow.
excited. What we doing, man? I got the Chargers winning this game. LA, what up?
Okay, I'm taking the Chargers too. I think the Chargers will bounce back. This offense is just too good, too talented. Herbert, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. I'm taking the Chargers over the Eagles. All right, this is one of my favorite games to pick for this week. Is the Green Bay Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got?
Man, in Kansas City too, huh?
Uh huh.
Okay. Last time I'm picking them. If they don't get it done, I'm not picking them no more unless they play a scrub team. I got the Chiefs, man. I think if the Chiefs
Wow.
win, this is a chance for them to turn their season around, truly turn it around, make a statement. This could be a statement win for them. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think they've had, a lot of bad breaks over the past few weeks. Some self-inflicted, definitely. Patrick Mahomes has to limit the turnovers. I think that running game has to be more powerful. But overall, and the defense has to be better. But in Kansas City, in Arrowhead, I think they find a way to get it done. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but I'm not confident. I'm not going to act like I am.
So according to you look at the last five
Facts. I know where you're going with it.
five games. Patrick Mahomes has thrown for one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 interceptions in the last five
Facts.
games. And those 5 games, every game, he's thrown an interception, man. Patrick Mahomes is not has 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, man. I feel very bad and ashamed. I think I gave him too much slander the past couple years, and it has came and haunted him. 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's actually third in the league in passing right now. They're getting it. I think they're just getting inconsistent. They're just struggling to move the ball. I think they can get it together. Um, it's not the same Chiefs that I see. You know, they move the ball with ease, and it's tough to score against this team. I mean, to keep up when they score. But I do have the Chiefs in this game. In
Wow.
Kansas City, man. Like if they lose this game, they could be in deep trouble. So they can't afford another loss. So I'm taking the Chiefs. Just too talented, man. So I'm taking the Chiefs in this game. All right, let's go to our next game. We're going to our Sunday night game, the Tennessee Titans against the LA Rams.
Hey, you know one of my favorite Super Bowls of all time, the greatest show on turf versus Steve McNair, Eddie George. What you know about Javon Curson, Kevin Dyson?
Don't-
What we doing? You know, at the end of the day, bro,
Wow.
I'm look. Frank Wycheck. You know about him? Oh, we not
Wow.
gonna do that. We not gonna do that
Don't
here. No, we
don't
not gonna do that.
disrespect Jeff Fisher. Are you
We're
kidding
not gonna
me?
do that here. We're not gonna do that here. We're gonna talk about this game. We're gonna have fun with it. The Titans, they're definitely on a winning streak, but I think that winning streak comes to a halt this week. They're gonna have to figure it out without Derrick Henry, which is the biggest piece to their puzzle, and he's out. I think that the Rams are too talented. You add in Von Miller, Van Jefferson, who I was big on in fantasy. He's finally starting to get, his rhythm going. And Deshaun Jackson might be on. Well, he might not even see the field like he once was. I think this team is too talented, man. I'm going with the Rams. I think the Rams figure
Oh,
it out. They
oh,
find a
oh,
way to win
my
this
bad.
game.
Didn't mean to cut you off, but they recently today they released Deshaun Jackson.
Wow. See, I've been at work all day, so I missed that.
Yeah.
So Van Jefferson had the most snaps he's received all season this past week, the last 2 weeks, really. And I just think that he's the reason why Deshaun Jackson had to be released or get traded. At the end of the day, Van Jefferson, man, super talented kid out of Florida. I think they want to get him involved. Big target. So shout out to Deshaun Jackson. I hope it works out for him. But the Rams, man, too much for the Titans this upcoming week. I got the Rams winning this game.
Um, yeah, I got the Rams too. I think I don't know if they're gonna be able to establish a running game. Um, I know the Rams will with that defense. Man, best of luck um to the Tennessee Titans, whoever's running the ball. And then you got Jalen Ramsey. He's probably going to be jamming up on AJ Brown and make somebody else beat them. And I think Stafford's going to have another field day again, man. So I'm taking the Rams. All
Okay.
right, Monday night matchup. We got the Bears versus the Steelers.
Ooh, black and blue type game. This is a rugged game traditionally. I got the Steelers, man, big. I think the Steelers finally figure it out. I think the Steelers wake up. We've been talking about the Steelers. We know Juju's not there anymore. He's hurt. Get well soon. But I think the Steelers open it up this week. The Bears just gave up 33 to Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers without George Kittle. I think Big Ben and them is going to do their thing. I have the Steelers big in that one, at least by 10 points or more.
Wow. Okay. Oh, so the Steelers are on a 3-game winning streak, huh? They beat the Broncos, the Seahawks, and now the Browns. So they got the Bears next. They got an easy schedule moving forward. So they could possibly make the playoffs. But I'm rolling with the Steelers in this one, man. I think the Steelers will get the job done. Um, so yeah, Steelers over the Bears. Bears had not enough offense, man.
Facts.
So I'm going with the Steelers in this game. All right, so that concludes our Monday night. Our NFL segment. Let's go to our very next topics, and we're going to be talking about some college football right now. College football. So, really quick, your winners and losers from this past week in college football.
Man, let me say this, man. Winner, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Michigan State, man. Shout out to Kenneth Walker, man. We're gonna talk about him in a second. But my loser, man, it's the playoff committee, man. Come on, man. What we doing? What we doing, man? How do you not have Cincinnati in the top four? That is beyond me. I know they don't play for a Power Five conference. They have a win against a top 10 team in Notre Dame on the road. Let's put some respect. I know Keogh was big on Cincinnati. I wasn't, but I'm going to respect the fact that they went into Notre Dame, a team that's ranked in the top 10, and beat them. I think that the losers this week, and I'm not even calling Cincinnati as the losers. Look, I got the Cincinnati Reds hat on. Look, I'm trying to show love, kid, to your team. Cincinnati's getting robbed. The playoff committee has to do better. They're the losers because that's not right. And I want to call them out on this show. Got to do better. Cincinnati deserves to be higher ranked than they are. So that's where I'm going with it.
Okay. Um, Winners for me. I'm going with Michigan State, man. My God.
I picked them to win too. Let's go.
Yeah, I picked against them. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Michigan State were pretenders, man. And man, I was wrong. Michigan State was down 16 in the third quarter, and they outscored them, I think, in the last two quarters in the second half, 23-3. Right now, this team is the only undefeated team in the Big Ten. Kenneth Walker the third, man, rushed for almost 200 yards, five touchdowns, man. This is the most a Michigan team has ever allowed by a single player. And he's top of the Heisman list. When I talk about the most ever allowed, I'm not talking about under John Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. I'm talking about when Lloyd Carr was there, Rich Rodriguez, Brady Hoke, whatever coaches that was there. But yeah, man, this is the most that they ever allowed by a Michigan State running back, man. Man, I didn't. They had some great running backs at Michigan State, man. Le'Veon Bell didn't do this type of damage,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
So, I like what Kenneth Walker's doing, man. We'll be talking about him a bit, but he is my winner. As far as my loser goes, um, I'm gonna go with um I'm gonna go with Iowa, man. Iowa is my loser. This team was a pretender from the get go, a pretender from the jump. You started the season 6-0, and the offense just never showed up. They had an elite defense. They lose to Wisconsin. Dude, they barely cracked 150 yards of total offense. That's how bad this team was. They had 24 yards on 30 carries. Like, really? Yeah, man, they are definitely my losers, man. But there you have it, man. All right, so let's go to our main topic that we are discussing. It broke out today, the playoff standings. Um for college football. The first time that we're actually seeing this right now, man. So right now, the way things go, I'm just gonna go by the top 10. So number 10, they got Notre Dame, 9, Wake Forest, 8, Oklahoma, 7, Michigan, 6, Cincinnati, 5, Ohio State, 4, Oregon, 3, Michigan State, 2, Alabama, and number 1 is Georgia. So, what do you like about these rankings and what you don't like about these
And
rankings?
let me be fair. I know I called the committee, they were wrong, but it's hard because, I know they have a hard job. I actually do like the fact that they have Oregon over Ohio State. Oregon went to the horseshoe and beat Ohio State. I'm definitely on the side of that. They did get that right. But I think Cincinnati should have been in that 3 spot. Or that, yeah. No, I think Cincinnati should have been in the 4 spot where Oregon is. And had Oregon at 5, Ohio State at 6, I would have been cool with it. I think that's the way it should have been. And that's what I'm going to say. And that's how I'm going to end it. The good is that they had Oregon in front of Ohio State because they beat them head to head. The bad is they should have had Cincinnati at 4 over Oregon and Ohio State, in my opinion, respectfully.
Um, I think the problem that I have with this is Cincinnati, man. I think that's the biggest no-brainer to me. Last year, this team, they played where everybody was contemplating if they should play or not, and they did not get in. They did what they had to do. They won with style points. They beat teams convincingly. And then Cincinnati, once again, man, they just didn't get no love and respect from the committee at all. I mean, quality win. They beat Notre Dame in South Bend. I mean, I thought they should get at least some type of credit for that. Um, I'm actually, you know, and I think the good is, Michigan State. They showed Michigan State a lot of love. Usually during these types of situations, they wouldn't. You know, they probably, I thought Michigan State would have been like at 6. Then Oregon would have been at 3, Ohio State at 5. But that's what I've been saying. Every single year, it's always good to lose early in the season because you have an opportunity to climb back in the rankings. Look at Ohio State, look at Oregon. They both took L's and they're right in the thick of things right now. Same thing with Alabama, right in the thick of things right now. So it's always the good lose um late. I mean early. So it may not be good for Michigan State, man, because they got some tough games left. So if they lose late in the season, it's going to be hard for them to come back. So it's going to be really tough for them.
And here's my thing. I want to point this out. I want to pull it up because I want to make sure I was accurate. So let's get this right. Cincinnati beat a Notre Dame team that's ranked in the top 10. Oregon, and there's no disrespect to Oregon. Shout out to the Ducks, man. The Ducks lost to Stanford. Stanford lost 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 losses on the season. Stanford has 5 losses on the season. That's not a great football team. That's not a good football team. They're a 3-5 ball club. They just lost to Washington. They lost to Washington State previously. I just don't get how you could have a team that lost to a team with 5 losses on the season, and you have an undefeated Cincinnati team that beat a top 10 team in Notre Dame, and you have them over them. I think it's disrespectful, and I think we have to show more love and more consideration for Cincinnati. That's why I'm rocking the Cincinnati Reds hat. I don't have the Cincinnati Bearcats hat, so I'm rocking the Cincinnati Reds. But shout out to Cincinnati, man.
All right. So let's move on over to our next topic, and we're going to be talking about Michigan State You know who I'm talking about? Kenneth Walker, man, the third. So right now, from what we see right now, is Kenneth Walker the third, the clear cut
Absolutely.
Heisman?
You don't have to even finish your question. Absolutely. He has the moment right now. He has the record as far as his team success. They're number 3 in the country, in a Power 5 conference. And like I said, he has the big moment against his biggest rivalry in Michigan State's biggest rivalry is Michigan. And what did he do? You just said it, Keo. 5. Listen to me again. 5 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker. That's a Heisman moment. He's definitely my front runner right now. Who else are we gonna put in front of him at this very moment? I just don't see who you can put in front of him at this moment. It's Kenneth Walker right now, and it's everybody else for me, hands down.
Right now, Kenneth Walker is the Heisman favorite, but
Okay.
he ain't gonna win the damn Heisman.
What? Oh man.
Yo, what up,
Oh
Corey?
man,
What's
I gotta
good,
hear this.
Corey?
I gotta hear this.
What's good, Corey Glenn? Um,
What up,
uh,
Corey? What up, my dog?
okay, so I don't think Kenneth Walker is gonna win it because November 20th, he could have these next two games. You dealing with Ohio State, baby,
That don't
and
mean nothing, man. That don't
because
mean nothing.
there's a guy in Ohio State
Okay.
by the name of C.J. Stroud, uh, um, that could threaten that that Heisman list right now. So, like I said, November 20th, towards the end of the season, man. Like I said, sometimes it may not be good to lose that late because it's gonna be hard for teams to get back in. So November 20th, it's gonna be very tough. I mean, if he could take out Ohio State, phew, man, I deny. I'll give it to him, man. He could have it. But the thing is, though, you going to the horseshoe, Columbus, Ohio. So that's going to be tough in a hostile environment. You know, these teams are ranked possibly for the playoffs, possibly for the Big Ten title. Man, this is going to be very interesting November 20th. But um right now he's the clear-cut Heisman favorite, but I do not have him win it because Ohio State, they just tend to take over the Big Ten towards the end of the season.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to our picks in college football right now. Um,
Okay.
so let's start off with our very first game. We got Liberty versus number 15 Ole Miss.
I got Ole Miss, man. Matt Corral
Wow.
might be the number 1 pick in the draft. He can't lose this game. If he loses this game, it's all bad for him. So I'm going Ole Miss.
Damn. Okay. All right. So I'm going with Ole Miss also. Ole Miss will win this game. They're at home. I think it's going to be an easy dub for them. All right, next game. Who would have thought Wake Forest is ranked number 10 and they go against a team that's probably the most disappointing team all season. I thought Sam Howell was going to be something special, but they're going to go against North Carolina. So, who you got in this game?
Same situation, boss. Same situation. And Corey, man, you're welcome to come on this show anytime, man. We love, we used to use the person that was big on Jameis Winston when he was in college.
Wow.
I mean, we would love to have you on, brother. You know, you my brother from another mother. But I got UNC, bro. Upset City. I got the Tar Heels upsetting Wake Forest. Let's go.
You biter. I got
Oh, look at
UNC
you.
also. Yeah, UNC will definitely win this game, man. I think this is going to be a trap game for them. So I'm taking UNC to win this game. All right, let's go to our very next matchup. And we got number 12 Auburn versus number 13 Texas A&M.
Man, let me tell you about Auburn, bro. I pick them, they lose. I don't pick them, they win. This is the most frustrating team. I pick this team to, man, beat certain people, they lose. And then I'll pick them again, I'll pick against them, they win. Oh my God. It's in A&M?
Yes, it's A&M College Station, man.
I'm taking A&M. I got A&M at College Station, man. If Auburn wins this game, I'm gonna be like, come on, bro. I can't get these guys figured out for nothing in the world. But I'm gonna go with A&M being at home. I think they figure it out. They're gonna get the dub. They beat both teams from the state of Alabama.
Okay. All right. I'm going with Texas A&M also, man. I think after beating Alabama, that's huge momentum swing for them, and I like Texas A&M at home, man, in College Station. So that's who I got. All right, next matchup.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. Wow, you supposed to be like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. Make
You
sure you
supposed
tune
to
in.
be,
Make sure you
man.
tune in to every Sunday's the Stardom Sidham show.
Man, you and Antonio can do
Woo!
it right now. I can't even get on there, man. I was embarrassed. I didn't get on here this past Sunday. We have to talk about that another time. But yeah, man, it's been bad for you, boy. But hopefully I can shake back.
You might need to trade Dalvin Cook, man.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Keo, you got a fire one in your inbox right now. What we doing?
Hey, let's finish these predictions, man. All right, next game we got number 16 Texas State versus UTEP.
Ooh. I thought Texas State is red. They ranked Texas State, huh?
Yeah, number 16.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I haven't watched many of either of these teams, and I watch college football faithfully. If they're ranked, I'm gonna say that they must be good. I'm gonna go with Texas State then.
Yeah, I'm going with Texas State also. Over UTEP. UTEP, they tend to struggle a lot. I mean, they're over 500, but I'm taking Texas State. All right, very last matchup, we got Boise State versus number 25 Fresno State.
I got. I'm gonna go with Fresno. I think they get it's in Fresno, right?
Yes.
I got Fresno State. Let's go. We're gonna take them. Good money.
All right.
Boise is always one of those teams that you don't like to pick against in games.
All right. I'm taking Boise State in this game, man. I think Boise State will pull the upset. I'm not sold on Fresno State, so I'm gonna roll with Boise State in this game.
Shout out to UL, man. They ranked. You know what the vibes are.
UL, they got a tough matchup also, so that's gonna be very interesting.
Hey, man, move on, man. We already talked about college football. We're not doing that.
All right, so that is our picks for this week. Last but not least, we will be talking about a huge boxing match between Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. How do you think this is gonna go?
Come on, man. Kyo, what we doing, man? What we doing? It's my birthday weekend. My young bull is fighting. Man, we not about to do it. Shout out to Caleb Plant. I know what type of time you on, boss. It's cool. But right now is the Canelo Alvarez era, man. You have to understand that, Keo, man. I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't like it. Canelo is that guy right now in boxing, man. I'm not saying Caleb Plant is not a good boxer, but there's levels, and I think Canelo shows that in this upcoming fight.
Man, did you not see?
Oh, God, here we go.
That impressive performance.
Here we go.
Against Caleb Truax? Are you kidding me? 21-0, 12 by a way of knockouts. Man, Man, I like me some Caleb Plant, man. man. Man, I mean, they don't call him the hunter for no reason, man. And he's gonna be hunting Canelo down. Man, I just like the footwork of this guy, the punching power, the combos, man. I got Caleb Plant in a split decision, man. How about that?
Okay, hey, I feel you, boss. Hey, do your
I
thing.
people, like to rain on the Canelo parade. Well, this parade ends Saturday night. I got Caleb Plant, baby.
Okay, hey,
Woo!
okay, we gonna see. Hey, we gonna see, boss.
Okay, so how do you have it? You got a unanimous decision. You got knockout. How do you have it?
I'm gonna say, hmm, damn, I want to say knockout, but I'm not. I'm gonna say unanimous decision, Canelo.
Okay, okay, and I'm going for the split decision. So this will probably be one of the biggest fights of this year. Oh, later this month, man. Don't forget, Terrence Crawford makes his return against Mr. Sean Porter, man. Um,
Bud, man, stop playing.
yeah, whatever. And then Gervonta Davis will be taking on Romero on December 5th. Lomachenko will be fighting on December 11th. So there's
A lot of good boxing.
a lot
Like
of
it.
good boxing left, man. So make sure you tune in, check it out. But with that being said, it's time to wrap things up and give to our shout outs.
Okay, well, first and foremost, I want to say shout out to Keo, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Always appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please go subscribe to the channel on YouTube, man. NBS Central. If you have already, tell everybody, man. Tell your friends, tell their friends, tell a stranger, tell your neighbor, tell the people at the grocery store. Go subscribe, man. We just some young, hungry people, trying to give our thoughts and our outlooks on sports and battle rap, man. Like once again, I'm not excited. Shout out to Hollow, man. I shook his pride. Shout out to Twerk. And last but not least, Body. Over Body. Wait, Body. Oh, man, I'm messing it up right now. Man, I'm shape shifting. What are we talking about? Shout out to the young bull chest, man.
I'll
but
deal with you
but last but not
tomorrow.
least, shout out to the entire city of Atlanta, man. Hey, what up, man? Y'all about to get it. It looks like 6-0. It's 6-0 at the end of the sixth inning. If y'all can close it out in the seventh, eighth, and ninth, 3 innings left. The Atlanta Braves will be World Series champions.
All right, man. So we'll see what happens. But with that being said, shout out to X, shout out to Justin. He couldn't make it today. Shout out to the whole team. Make sure you tune in to Battle Political tomorrow. We'll be making some predictions for Volume 8, and we'll be talking more Battle Political on Duminati TV and NBS Central. Make sure you go follow NBS Central on all platforms, also on Facebook, on our YouTube channel, and also on Instagram at NBS Central. But with that being said, man, has been the NBS show. I am Keo. This is X, and we are officially out.